Tivoli are losing key starters, Arnett are looking like a new team, and does JPL deserve blame for the U20 failure? All this and more in this JPL off-season update. Welcome back to JPL Fan, and this is the latest JPL off-season update. We have a lot of player transfer news along with one big talking point to get through. But before we begin, we have to give major credit to our colleague Bounce Sports TV, which was the first report on most of these player transfers. So check out their Instagram page and along as well subscribe to their YouTube page. But alright, let's go straight into it. Okay, first up, Tivoli Gardens tough tackling centre half Richard Brown has completed a transfer to Dumbo. The 23-year-old will be joining the new Philip Williams era in St. Catherine this season after completing his transfer. Yeah, so we know from last year how Philip Williams likes to set up his teams. He loves a good defensive shape. And while Dumbo may not necessarily have the worst defenders last year, there was room for improvement. So this is a good purchase by them. Also leaving Tivoli is their starting wingback Alton Lewis. Lewis has years of experience in the JPL, having also represented Very United for a number of seasons. Lewis is a very good two-way right back or right wing back. Okay, Dumbo have acquired 27-year-old centre-back Gerald Neal Jr. from Arnett Gardens FC on a permanent transfer. Neal Jr. has also represented 5-time Premier League winners Harbourview FC and to date has played 75 games in the Jamaica Premier League. So another smart pickup I feel this is by Philip Williams. This is his second signing, and again he seemed to, as expected, to bolster that defensive back line of Dumbo. If you look at his team last year in Portmore, as I said, they played a back three, so they will need to stock up on some centre backs. So you can already see Gerald Neal Jr. slotted in at that right centre back position in a back three. Alright, Arnett news is not over yet, people. They have added another defensive player to their roster. Last season, third place team has acquired 24-year-old Alwyn Trajan from Very United FC on a permanent transfer. Alwyn can operate as a wingback on either side. However, his primary position is a central defender. He's also an experienced player recording 45 appearances for Very United at the top level. Yeah, so good to see another reinforcement on Arnett's main weakness from last year, especially centre-back positions, but another key player leaving the club from Clarendon. Moving on, and the bleeding doesn't stop there as Arnett have acquired 23-year-old goalkeeper Roger Williams from Very United on a permanent transfer. Williams is one of the more experienced shot stoppers in the league, having made 51 appearances over 4 seasons, representing both Malines United and of course lately Very United. Alright, so we did tell you in the last update that Eric Edwards, the long-time number one for Arnett, was not returning to the club, and we did mention or hinted at really that there was an experienced keeper in the ranks. We finally got confirmation that was Roger Williams who will be taking over the reins and battling Asher Hutchison for the number one spot. It's another good pickup, and Arnett has fully retooled that back line as they hope to cut down the amount of goals they conceded significantly. And finally, national striker Colin Anderson has returned to join Premier League champions Cavalier SC on a permanent transfer. In 2023, Anderson joined Bregalanica Stipe, who were in the North Macedonia top first division at the time. However, he didn't have the best of seasons as he only managed 3 goals in 28 appearances for the club that also been relegated to the second division. Okay, I have to get into this one specifically. People are already saying another JPL product failed in Europe, but there is context to this one. Anderson's time on the continent was riddled with injuries and overall poor showing from his team. Plus, the info I got was that being relegated, his team simply had no money to make his loan move permanent. So it's not exactly, a lot of people immediately believe once you're coming back, once you see a local player coming back to the league, then fail. And while yes, 3 in 28 games still not all that well, he was just battling injuries after injuries from he arrived. But I know people gonna say no excuses, them should have been better, but I just adding context, people. Okay, that is all I got on the player movements for now, but we have to touch on a sour note in our nation's football. the under-20 Reggae Boyz have already been eliminated from World Cup qualifying, or at least soon to be, after losing 9-0 to USA and 3-0 to Costa Rica. Very sad stuff, but along with the JFF, the JPL has come under tremendous fire from Reggae Boyz fans in the aftermath. I'm here to say yes, the JPL deserves some of the blame, but not in the way many of you would think. No, the league isn't the highest level, but also no, it's not total trash. But the league is at fault because it provides too little games throughout a season. Last season there were only 26 games in the regular season, and you may only play a few more games in the playoffs. Now, in a country where a majority of our youth footballers only really see real minutes in schoolboy football, we need more football at the highest level in this country. Looking at the JPL players a part of the current U20 team, you would notice, with the exception of the Cavalier boys, they hardly featured in the league last season. We once had a U20 league that ran alongside the JPL, and it is perhaps time we try and bring it back, but it's something has to be done for those players between the 18 and 20 cohorts. They need to play more football and more regularly, and honestly, just overall, the league itself just need more games. Luckily, they're already talking about this amongst themselves. They're looking to increase the league, with some more games by adding a third round. So here's hoping it all works out. But our youth footballers in the country definitely need more matches. Okay, and finally, we arrive at our last item of news. Those newly revealed jerseys that we are all going mad over are now available for purchase on the Admiral Sports website. As you can see on the screen, each replica are going for $56 US a pop, and they have also added the team polos at $52 each. And if you still find those prices too costly, you can still rep your team colors with a much better price sports blend t-shirts and hats. Yes, I already placed in my orders, but I should have also noted that it's still disappointing that while it's great we got these 6 big reveals for the jerseys, the other 8 teams has not been shown yet. They should have been ready. I felt they could have waited a bit longer and just made a grand splash of all 14 teams. But, we hope to see the other 8 teams them show up very soon. Also, what do you think of the $56 price tag? Is it too much? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright, that is all I got on the news this time in this off-season update. A lot of things are going on, and Ghana is playing in first match soon, so we're going to have a video on that in the coming days. But thank you all for watching, and if you like this video, please like, subscribe and share as we look to keep you up to date on all things in the Jamaican Premier League leading up to the new season. Otherwise, keep it locked on JPL Fan, YouTube. Once more, big up yourself.